My savings account and my checking account, they're not the same. Did you ever see that stand-up Kevin Hart did?
Yeah, I have. I have.
Pretty good.
And when I look at my retirement, and I will tell you, it's getting pushed further and further back, it seems. So, yeah, that's what's going on.
Well, that can be directly related to, your young age. Is probably a lot to do with why you're not close to retirement.
It was. I will say it was better 6 months ago, which doesn't make sense. So.
Of course it does. 6 months ago, there was an inauguration. No, that was a year and a half. Well, how long ago was the inauguration? 6 months? 8 months?
6 months ago.
6 months ago. Yeah. Seems like 3 years.
Sure.
Seems like 3 years.
Yeah.
And now it looks like the infrastructure bill, which the Senate has agreed on, 1.6 trillion. The House is like, it's a garbage bill. No. So are they going to get anything done in Washington?
I don't want them to get anything done. The infrastructure, as I've been saying for years, is a boondoggle. Anybody who says they're pro-infrastructure, what they're saying is they like good roads, they like bridges, right? Everybody likes roads and bridges, but the federal government shouldn't have anything to do with it. And guess what? They don't. All you're doing is saying we're going to allocate 3 times as much money as we need to build one road. We're going to give it to the federal government. 2/3 of that is going to line the pockets of politicians and their staffers and their family members, and then 1/3 of it is going to build that bridge. That's all.
You're a cynical guy, aren't you?
I am. There's a reason I'm cynical. It's because there's a lot of truth to it.
No, you're entirely correct.
Nowhere do we have to build?
I'll give you a prime example of pork being useless. You have to look no farther than Jacksonville, Florida. And I have no love for my hometown. That's well established. But as you know, if you go into the downtown area of Jacksonville, Florida, there's a train system, for lack of a better term.
That monorail thing?
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, my gosh.
That goes absolutely nowhere.
Oh, so terrible.
It goes. I think it covers like 12 blocks is all it even covers.
It's the shortest monorail system I think in the world.
It literally takes you from a city parking lot to City Hall. They're like 8-9 blocks apart. Now it was sold to the Jacksonville faithful as eventually we'll get enough money. We'll build this to the stadium. We'll build it across the river out into Arlington. It'll be, our mass transit for a city with the bold new city to the south. We're going to end up being this great with this monorail system and this subway system. That was 15 years ago. They ain't started another section of that trail, that train track yet, and they're not going to. But it cost. I think the price tag was like $25 million, $35 million, something like that.
I thought it was $1 million a yard.
It was something ridiculous.
Something crazy like that.
It was ridiculous.
And by the way, I don't even think it runs anymore.
I don't know if it runs or not.
I under it yesterday, and I was like, I've still never seen that thing move.
I don't know if it runs or not. But that is a prime example of infrastructure from the federal government.
Well, when the federal government wants to emphasize train, right, for people transfer, for people movement, not for, cargo and mass hauling things. They just want to put more trains to move people. The only place that works is if you're in that northeast corridor. Right? I have taken the train from Baltimore to Philadelphia and Baltimore to New York and Baltimore even to Boston. Fantastic. Right? It doesn't take that long. It's about the same time as driving. You get on, you get off, you're right in downtown. It works perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Robin and Larry took the train from Ocala to New York, and it took them something like 4 days.
Oh, the
train.
train.
They didn't shower.
The only thing worse than the train.
quit working.
Yeah, the only thing worse worse than the train is the bus. It's the
No,
only thing.
no. The bus would have been would have been twice as fast.
No, I mean, but you got no place to shower. There's no sleeping term.
You don't either on the train. There's none of that on the train anymore. You know, this isn't the train from the 1880s.
Well, I don't take the train. I can honestly tell you, I've never taken the train as a form of transportation from state to state. I've never done that. Never been on Amtrak. And by the way, who owns Amtrak? How does Amtrak get its money, by the way? Oh, that's right.
So when I was growing up, my mom would put my sister and I on the train. We would all three of us ride on the train to North Carolina, and I was always scared to death of the train to get into the next car. My kids will never have to do that in their life. You know why? Because it's cheaper now to fly than it is to get on a train.
Yes.
And my son is going to North Carolina with my mom next week, and they're driving a car because it's cheaper and faster.
Certainly. Oh, I've numerous times I've rented a car because it was cheaper and faster. Like people.
Now I know. But
people that I know people that live here in Ocala that travel to Atlanta on a regular basis for business, and they will go. Okay. Besides you, I know other people.
You know other people?
I know. It's amazing. It's amazing. So they literally, their company pays for them to go to Orlando, get on a plane, fly to Atlanta, then they rent a car in Atlanta, and then they do their business. They're up there for like a week at a time, and then they come back. And I'm like, why would you do that? And he goes, well, the company pays for it. I go, yeah, but they give you a per diem for it, right? Yeah. I go, dummy. Go rent a car from the Ocala airport, drive it to Atlanta, use it in Atlanta, drive it back to Ocala, drop it off. You'll spend like $300 for the week. And, by the way, going from Ocala to the Orlando airport, you got to get there a couple hours ahead of time, hour and a half ahead of time.
Sure.
Then you got an hour flight. Then you got an hour in baggage claim, plus you got to get the car. By the time you do all that, you could have drove to Atlanta and been there earlier than what the plane would get you there.
And you control it.
Yes.
You know, you're not dependent on storms and pilots and losing luggage. But yeah, I drive to Atlanta and back in one day all the time.
Of course.
I do that all the time.
People say it's a grueling ride. It's not that bad of a ride, really.
Right. You make two turns. You make one turn to get off at the 75.
And you make one turn to get back on, and then one turn to get off. That's it.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, and even if I'm going to my brother's house, who used to live, now he moved to Tampa, but he used to live on the north side of Atlanta, I would drive. Now, up and back all day long. I go up and back to my office and go see the Children's Hospital of Atlanta and drive back. Same day, all day.
And if you flew up and back in the same day, you'd be a lot less. Yeah, you could. You could fly up. But it'd be a 15, 20-hour day.
It's a lot more exhausting, and you're out of control.
Yeah.
I mean, sitting in an airport, going through security. Security in Atlanta is a disaster. Security in Orlando is a third world country.
Oh.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Security in Orlando.
So many kids.
The only place worse than security in Atlanta, security in Orlando is security in Atlanta. I don't know.
No, Orlando's far worse.
Newark's pretty bad too.
Far worse.
Newark's pretty bad too.
No, it's not bad. It's nothing compared. Atlanta.
What makes Orlando bad
I've
is
been to O'Hare. O'Hare isn't that bad. Denver's not that bad. Dallas isn't that bad.
What makes Orlando bad? What makes Orlando bad is the screaming, crying kids.
Exactly, and it's all when they're going now. And again, the way security works, you only go through when you're getting on the plane, not when you're getting off. So they're going on the plane. They all have like 7 balloons.
Oh,
right?
they got the Disney
they
gloves
have, like,
on. Oh, yeah.
Right. There's 7 or 8 strollers per family. And the parents at this point are just dead tired. from dealing with three-year-olds, 5-year-olds, and 8-year-olds, and then one teenager that really doesn't want to be there. Oh, it's miserable. It's absolutely miserable.
Hey, let's take a call real quick. Good morning, you're on with Galen and Tom.
The tourism board.
Hello. Hello, caller, you're on with Galen and Tom. They didn't want to talk to us, Galen.
That's all right. It's the tourism board. They're cutting off their ads.
Probably. Let's do
No,
this.
but I mean, it's...
Hey, let's try this one. Good morning, you're on with Galen and Tom.
Go ahead.
Good morning. I'm here.
Good morning.
See, I just wanted to say, as long as I lived in Ocala 25 plus years or whatever, I've never driven to the airport. I always take the shuttle. It picks you up at the new hotel down at the square. It's $50 for one way. Drops you off right by which airline you're taking, and it's a wonderful situation. I enjoy it. It's trouble-free driving, and if you would to park your car at the airport down there, you're talking $17 a day. Let's say you go up to, let's say, to Milwaukee for 2 weeks. So what's 14 times 17? That's a ton of money. And it's, it's only $50 one way, and it's convenient. It's just a wonderful thing.
I've taken the shuttle before. Thanks for the call, Hugh. I've taken that shuttle before that takes you right here from Ocala to the Orlando airport. And it makes it a little better, but still you got to deal with those kids in Orlando.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and you get to share a ride.
Yeah.
And I don't really like people.
Let's take a break. Let's take a break real quick. We'll be right back after this short time out. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
We drive everywhere instead.
In the infrastructure bill, they're talking about improving airports, but I'm a big believer that's a state thing. I don't know, state and area thing.
Well, and in our area, our airport could improve here. The one we're sitting at, it could improve here. It could have a commercial. It could have a commercial company coming here. But that's something to
do with the federal.
The city and the state should negotiate that. That has nothing to do with the federal government.
Absolutely. I mean,
and by the way, they do a great job here at the airport. They do a great job here at the airport.
I'm not knocking it, but that's a local issue. That's got nothing to do with the federal government.
But what do you
think? The last thing in the world we want is the federal government start dictating where airlines land to take off from.
But what do you think about the people that say, yeah, but we pay our federal tax dollars in. We need to get some of that federal tax dollars back into our economy to help with stuff like infrastructure. What do you say to that person? We
that's
need our money back.
That's just a huge circle where it's not a good investment. The best thing for you to do is to keep your own money and for you to invest it.
Yes.
And as I've always said, I believe in local taxes. I believe even in state taxes. I think local taxes should be higher than state taxes, and state taxes should be higher than federal taxes. I want my money to go to my community. That's the way it should work. But instead, it's the reverse, right? And by the way, we fought a war over this. You know, this whole taxation without representation, this federal taxes. I know they've been deemed constitutional, but we fought a war against our oppressors, England, over these. But now we just want to throw trillions with a T around. They already did it for COVID, and they haven't even spent a third of it. They have no idea how to spend all this money.
And by the way, a third of the COVID package went towards infrastructure bills in people's states.
Of course it did. Right, and they haven't even spent it all because it's $1 trillion. They're like, we got to find places to spend it. It's ridiculous. It's and we shouldn't spend another dime to the federal government.
Well, I do have to clear up something, though. You said that we fought a war over this exact thing. No, we have representation.
Without representation.
But we have representation.
We don't.
Yes, we do.
We really don't.
No.
We don't.
They may not vote the way they may not represent us. They may not vote the way you want them to. But we voted them into office. They're there to represent us. Whether they do or not is up for question.
Here's why we don't. Because there's not enough people in the House of Representatives to represent you and I. That number, the House of Representatives number, is too small population that they represent. We need to double, maybe even triple the number of people in the House of Representatives.
Oh, dear God, now you've gone crazy.
No, I haven't. Right now, too few people have power in the House of Representatives, which is why somebody like AOC or even Marjorie Greene on the other side have so much lobbying power. If you were to triple their numbers, the lobbyists couldn't afford to buy them all, and we'd have more representation of our own community.
But to say we don't have any representation like the colonists did is disingenuous.
It's fair. That's fair. All right. So you got me. Usually you're the one who's saying really stupid things. Today I'm saying really stupid things. So I think we should triple the number of people in the House of Representatives, and then it would be more representative. And guess what, Tom? Even less things would get done, and then we'd be all better off. Because that's exactly what the founding fathers wanted.
And let's put 24 people on the Supreme Court.
No.
Let's make it 300 senators. Matter of fact, let's have 6 presidents.
No. Not the way it was intended to work. Read your Mr. Constitution, Mr. History. Read your Constitution.
I'm well adept at the Constitution.
It's got to be a representative body. How many people are in the United States?
About 370 million.
Okay, and how many Congress people do we have?
435 representatives, 100 senators.
Correct. That's not near enough representation for a population that large.
But you have to understand the reason. So where should more representation go? Because in a place like Wyoming, where you only have 730,000 people, they to me they got too much representation. So where does the representation go? And then if it goes to the higher populated areas, now California and New York control the damn country.
Okay. So what? That's life.
So you're okay with California and New York controlling?
Because all they would do is divide up their votes, right? And it would become more neighborhood dependent in some of those areas. I believe in more representation. And if that's the way the government wants to go, then that's the direction.
But by definition, is it more representation, bigger government?
Absolutely actually not. It's actually what you're doing is dividing that power. One, our president has way too much power in our current system. Way too much. In our House, I mean, when's the last time we've even put forth a budget?
Here's the thing. And I will give you this. The presidential power and the power of the executive order, somebody needs to challenge that in the Supreme Court. Because the checks and balances systems never envisioned somebody signing over 1,000 executive orders. That was never envisioned, that a president would take – executive orders were there, but it was never thought that a president would sign 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 executive orders. And that the executive orders are out of the purview of Congress and out of the purview of the Supreme Court. And that skews the checks and balances system. I'll give you that. I agree with you 100%.
Okay.
So,
there we go.
You know, the executive order. And by the way, somebody goes, well, Donald Trump signed a bunch of executive orders. Donald Trump signed about a third of what Barack Obama did. And Joe Biden has eclipsed Barack Obama. And Joe Biden's eclipsed Barack Obama's first 6 months in office by almost double what Barack Obama did in executive orders. It's just.
But I was against them. I'm against them all.
The executive order is not good.
Go through what I learned on the School of Rock, or the School of what the heck was that place called?
Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse Rock. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just a bill. I'm only a bill. I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
That's what learned me. That's what I.
And
that's what I was taught.
do you remember what bill became a law in that Schoolhouse Rock episode?
No, I don't.
That buses had to stop at railroad tracks. That's the bill that became the law. Hey, we got to take a break. When we come back, more with Galen Unall from Life South. You're listening to 1370 AM 96.